Hello. So we're going to be starting day 43 of Blueprints. Blueprints. I hope everyone is doing well. I am. All right, let's see. Let's get it going. We broke the piggy bank in the chapel when we lit the candles in the chapel day like 41, I think. I think it was day 41. We lit the candles in the chapel and the candles in the abandoned mine. The candles in the abandoned mine, when we lit those, it revealed steps that led to the precipice. So we can now get from the underground to the precipice and back again, right? In the chapel, it revealed the piggy bank that was storing all the tithes, all the money that we had paid going, every time we passed through the chapel, right? Let's go ahead and pick up our allowance, which is now 29. And so eighth thing I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start putting coins in this fountain. Because if we ever need to drain the fountain, we'll get those, we'll get a store of coins back, or we'll get those coins back. So it's just like saving up coins for a future day. But anyway, so yesterday, or day 42, I broke the piggy bank for the chapel, and it gave me like 93 or 91, 93 coins, something like that. Oh, a lot of coins. Unfortunately, most of those got wasted because I ended up being a few coins shy of being able to purchase the last available item in the gift shop, and the showroom didn't show up. And so I had like 104 coins that just went unspent and was a waste. So that was a shame. That was disappointing. Today, I don't have any items at the moment, I don't think. No control over whether I'll get a shovel or not. I'm considering the root cellar. This is. I've yet to really like. Again, the trading post. It's great to be able to trade items for other items, but you don't necessarily know what you if you're going to be able to trade into the item that you want. And you have to make a detour outside all the way to the trading post to do it, which if I'm in the middle of the house when I have items, then detouring outside to trade those items doesn't seem efficient stepwise. So there are probably people out there that are like, the trading post is the greatest thing ever. I know what it does. I still don't see the overall value to it. I just don't. Hovel, I see the value to, but lately I've been able to get gems going through the house. So running out of steps just depends on what I'm trying to accomplish for the day. I'm still blessed. So today I still have the blessing of the chef, meaning that every time I spread anything through the house, I get a benefit. I'll look it up here, or we'll look it up here in a moment and read it over again. Oh, it adds a meal. That's right. It adds a meal to the dining room. Yesterday I spread stuff through the house, but I never found or never drafted the dining room, so I never got to take advantage of that blessing yesterday. Even though I triggered it, I never got to take advantage of it. We might be able to take advantage of it today. So we might get more steps. So if we're in a position to get more steps, then I guess it will make sense to do the hovel, because if we get if we spread stuff through the house, and that gives more meals to the dining room, and we draft the dining room, and we eat at the dining room, and the dining room now has a permanent lunchbox. So we might be able to get a bunch of steps today, in which case we can spend steps instead of spending gems. Okay, we'll do the hovel again. I think we did the hovel yesterday, but we'll go ahead and do the hovel again today. No, yesterday we did the shrine and started the blessing, right? We started this blessing of the chef. But like the day prior, we did the hovel or something. We did the hovel recently. Okay. Like the day we were cursed, I think we did the hovel the day we were cursed or something. Because we knew we were going to have difficulty with gems. We did the hovel when we were cursed. Okay. I'm not going to call it a day. No. But, okay, so we've done the hovel. It has a dig spot, but I'm not likely to detour all the way back out here with a shovel. It has a candle. It's a normal candle. I am on the lookout for other jeweled candelabras. When I go into rooms, I'll just try to pay attention to if I see more of those. I've lit all the ones I'm aware of, which are the chapel and the underground mine, or abandoned mine. But I'm sure I've walked right past others that I didn't really give a second thought to, but now I need to give a second thought to them. Alrighty. We'll start over here. Hallway is good. Multiple doors and a key. Hallway and or den, or hallway or den are always a great, first room for right here. Hallway or den, if available, right? Let's reading nook, get another key, or I could do commissary. Reading nook will come back up again. Reading nook is less rare than commissary. Commissary is not super rare, but I guess the earlier in the day we have it, the earlier in the day we can buy its items and make use of those items. So I guess we'll do the commissary. And the reading nook will come back up again, and we'll get the key from it at that time. We are going to want to increase our steps today, so we'll take a sleeping mask. If we get trunks, we'll want a sledgehammer, or if we get the workshop, we'll want to maybe combine something. And we always want the magnifying glass. I have 8 coins. I could buy running shoes. Running shoes rarely do anything for me. Does someone know when are the running shoes really only useful? I mean, every once in a while when I have running shoes, I'll be like, go into a room and it didn't cost me a step because it goes, oh, running shoes. But it's so rare that it's so unpredictably rare that I can't count on its benefit, right? Are running shoes really best used when you're running around the grounds outside or something, maybe? Are they just more efficient for running around outside? At any rate, I'm going to pass on the running shoes. I really have yet to see the running shoes benefit me. Okay. We got a package in the mail room, but I do not want a dead end. We'll do a west wing hall. Well, here's the deal. We'll do a corridor. The reason why we're going to do a corridor is I want to save the west wing hall. I want the west wing hall to come back again later, but I don't need it right now because it gives me a doorway to here, but the hallway gives me a doorway to here. I don't necessarily need 2 doorways to the same spot, right? So Let's do the corridor. Chapel. It's either going to cost us a coin or not cost us a coin. I broke the piggy bank. Right? So kitchen would let us buy food for buying steps, but I think it's kind of, I don't really want the kitchen right there is the thing. That would be a bit of a detour to go through the house to get back to the kitchen once I'm like on the east wing or something. Because the fact that the kitchen doesn't have a doorway up here, it wouldn't give me a doorway up here, so I would have to come like this way or this way to it. So I don't really want to end over here. I've already bought the stuff I'm going to buy from the commissary. I don't need to get back to the commissary necessarily, but the kitchen, I would like come back to with more money, but I don't want it right there. We always want gems, so I'm really tempted to do the parlor here, but I'm also curious to find out about the chapel, and it would give me a doorway up here. And it's likely to give me the parlor choice again. I'm going to experiment and do the chapel. It's an experiment. Okay, took a coin. These are lit. Okay, these are lit. Piggy bank is not revealed. So now when it takes coins, I will never get those coins back again. So it will take coins from me. So it's good to know. So I thought maybe once the piggy bank, this was revealed by lighting these candles, and this came up and revealed the piggy bank, and then I smashed the piggy bank. I thought, oh, well, maybe now it will just no longer have a piggy bank in which to hold the tithe coin, so it'll no longer take a tithe from me. That's not the case. It will continue to take a tithe from me. It's just now I won't ever be able to get those coins back again. I won't be able to break a piggy bank to get them back again. Okay, so we experimented. We know the answer to that. Curiosity, right? I have a key. I have 2 gems. I'm going to go this way for the moment. West Wing Hall is not bad here. And we'll do West Wing Hall. And now I'm going to go over here. Reading nook, that's fine. What it would do is it will bend me back down here, but it lets me get to this room without going through this doorway, meaning without going to the chapel and losing another coin. But it gives me a key as well. And I want to gather some more resources before I start going higher up this way. So yeah, we'll take that reading nook. I know I could draft a library. I'm not interested in the library. Gallery is nice. Yeah, we like the gallery. So we're gonna do the gallery. Lots of good resources in the gallery. Day 42, I missed a coupon book somewhere, so now I'm a little paranoid and like looking around, make sure I don't miss. And maybe I missed a trunk somewhere as well, no, I think it was just a coupon book I was missing, but regardless, I don't know where that coupon book was. It may have been behind one of the unlocked doors in the Great Hall, in which case I'll consider that not my fault, given that I had limited keys. But if it was just sitting out in a room and I just walked right by it, then that, would upset me for that to have been the case. All right. I can, in theory, dead end here for whatever these items are, but the closet is better if it's drafted off of a bedroom. It gives me more items. So I'm gonna hold. I want to hold off on the closet. I know I need gems. That would block off this doorway here, but that's fine because I can go. You know, if even if I have to go through the chapel, I can go other ways to get around. So, well, yeah, it depends. If one of those items is going to be an access card, I'd like to get that first thing, but we don't know that that's going to be the case. We know we want. Oh, we don't need gems. I keep forgetting. I don't need gems today. This is. I did hovel today. Why am I collecting gems? I don't need gems. I don't need gems. Other than if I get a laundry and want to exchange the gems for keys or something. Fine. I will do the. I'll go ahead and do the closet and get whatever. It's 2 items instead of 4, but I'm getting them now instead of later, so. And coin purse. I like the reroll die. Coin purse is okay. I don't know that this is going to be a day that I'm really concentrated on money. So much, you know. But I am now, because I dead-ended here, I am now having to backtrack. I'm going to go up here with the hope of like maybe wrapping around here and connecting here and coming back this way. Otherwise, it's just it's a wasteful detour to go like through these back through these same rooms over to here. It'd be more productive to just build the rooms out going this way, right? So just come here and then bend around this way. Observatory cost me steps, but it's going to give me benefits. I forget how many stars I have today, but well, I'll spend the 3 steps on the observatory. Or do I take the bedroom? This would give me 5 extra steps and let me up here, but I think I'll go this way. I could do the parlor without spending steps, and it would give me gems that I'm not going to use unless I go to the laundry. Laundromat, right? But this might give me some other benefits that are more useful to me. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll spend the 3 steps on the observatory. So I've got 34 stars. I'm gonna stop going up there. There's never anything up there, so I'm gonna stop wasting my time on that. Okay, we like the special flowers in the green rooms. 3 extra feet. So the 3 feet we spent to this basically gives us the 3 feet back that we spent to get the observatory, but makes apples extra delicious. Puts gem flowers in the green rooms, which again is a waste for today because I don't need gems today. So it's a little bit wasteful to do this today. And then another diamond miner. So this was the wrong day to do this because this is mainly diamond benefits. But if I get a freezer, I might gather a bunch of diamonds and coins and then just get a freezer and freeze that stuff for like the next day. That might be a thing to do. Alrighty. So already it wants me to spend a key. Or do I keep my key and go 1, 2? keys are harder to come by than steps are, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to come back around here and just try to get more resources over here, and then maybe I can come up this way and stuff. My calculus there, my math there is that if someone said you can have a key for 6 steps, I'd be like, yes. Or can you have a key for 8 steps? I'd be, yes. You know, so if I'm willing to spend 6 to 8 steps on a key, I should be willing to spend 6 to 8 steps to keep a key, right? Yes, I realize going through the chapel cost me a coin. Okay, if I do the office, it would spread coins, but that would also trigger my blessing. So, and it's not a dead end. I realize I have a reroll die, but this would give me a package, which would be some items I could use, right? Potentially, but it's a dead end. This gives me extra steps and an allowance quest that I don't really. I'm probably not going to the antechamber today, but it would give me 15 extra steps, but it would dead end me, right? So, and we'll probably have the option of this bedroom. We generally have the option of this bedroom later. So I'm going to do the office. It's going to put coins in these other rooms that I don't want to go back through, but I'm less interested in the coins and more interested in the triggering of the blessing. Car keys. And although we're not necessarily utilizing gems today, we'll go ahead and collect them as they're, available, because again, we might end up with a laundromat or a freezer or something. The other thing the office will let us do is this will let us go in and start our lab experiment for the day, because we can remote terminal in to the lab. In a prior day's video, I explained my full reasoning behind why I prioritize the lab over the remote terminaling into the lab over remote terminaling into the security office. So I won't go through all that reasoning again. You probably remember why I do it this way, but whenever I spend 2 more gems drafting a room, well, today I'm not spending gems drafting rooms, and I don't think it's going to translate and trigger off of spending steps. So I don't think that would ever trigger today. Unlock or bypass the security door might happen, might not happen. Immediately, add a small chest at entrance hall. I do have a sledgehammer. I like setting my dice to 2, though. If I say immediately, it's going to trigger once only. I want keys. What I'm going to do, this is a bit of a waste. I realize this is a bit of a waste. In fact, it's too much of a waste. I'm going to I've got 36 steps. I'm going to likely get more steps, before the end of the day. Am I going to run into security doors? I'd rather not, but I don't have control over that. Not really. Even if I get a security office, I can make the probabilities higher or lower, but I can't make the probability 0 or 100%, right? um, Problem is, if I say each time you unlock or bypass a security door, that's higher up, generally, higher rank, and so that doesn't help me get keys or whatever. Adding small chests to the entrance hall might give me keys, but by the time I trigger security doors, I'll be past the level where keys are as useful, right? Potentially. I just don't like today's choices on the experiment. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately add a small chest to the entrance hall. I have a sledgehammer. Maybe it will give me a key or two. Maybe a key and some coins or something. Who knows? This is a bit of a waste. Like, I don't recommend making these choices yourself, but I wanted different choices for the experiment, but I didn't get them. All right, then. I don't necessarily need the gem, but I don't want to, do the secret passage right now, but I like the doorway over here. I can get over here through the entrance hall, and I'm going to be going back to the entrance hall for that chest anyway, but I like having a doorway over to the east side, right? So we want to come over here and like fill in this corner if we can. Okay. Gymnasium, I lose 2 steps, but I get a doorway here and here. Storeroom gives me resources, but it's a dead end, and I will never fill in this corner. Pantry, gives me 4 coins. I go up, but I never fill in this corner. Gymnasium. If I do this, I lose 2 steps. Then when I come here and do a room here, I walk into it, walk back, lose another 2 steps, then go somewhere else. I'm gonna have to start doing bedrooms because I have a sleeping mask. I'm gonna have to start doing bedrooms to get steps back. I'm going to do the gymnasium. It's probably not the wise choice. But I'm going to do it now while I still have in excess of 30 steps, right? Well, I'm about to have less than 30 steps, but you know. I have enough steps that I can still, okay, see, here we go. I could take the bedroom right now, and that would give me 5 extra steps for doing that, right? But what I'm going to do instead is the storeroom because it gives me a bunch of stuff. It gives me a key, and 10 coins is the most important thing. And it's a full dead end, and this is a spot for a full dead end, right? So the other 2 rooms, the parlor and the bedroom, the bedroom would have given me steps, but it had a second doorway, so I don't want to waste it in the dead end corner. I want to wait for that bedroom where I can take advantage. I lost another 2 steps coming in. I want to wait for that bedroom where I can take advantage of the other doorway that it has, right? So now I'm going to go up from here because then I want to wrap around and I have to come back through the gymnasium again. If I left the den, went over here, then I might have to come all the way back here to you know, proc this doorway. So we're just going to proc this doorway now. Okay. So this is a case where I could get 10 plus 5. I could get 15 steps, but then I'd have to come back into the gymnasium and lose 2 steps again, right? Or I can do the spare bedroom. It gives me 5 steps and just lets me go up, you know, further, right? Courtyard will have special flowers, which are gems. Gems are only going to be useful if I get the laundromat today. It can turn gems into keys. It's 3 steps, and it gives me a doorway here and here. And it also will have a trunk. The courtyard will have a trunk, which might have keys. So I'm going to do the courtyard, but I'm going to have to do a bedroom soon because I'm running dangerously low I'm running out of steps. So I don't have a shovel yet, so I can't dig up the dig spots, but I can collect these gems, which we will. There's no reason not to. Break open this trunk. Ah, okay, this gives us the secret garden key. It's good. There's no shovel, just sitting around in the dirt here. Okay. So I want to come this way before I go up that way. I want to fill in this area, connect up to here, connect back to these rooms maybe. Have some path to go where I don't have to go back through the gymnasium, right? Don't want to spend the 6 steps on passageway. Parlor, okay, parlor or security, either way will just leave me up here and not over to here. Which means I will be going back, means I would be going back through the gymnasium to get back to the den. Unless I get all the way over to foundation and come down. We do need security. It's the question of whether I guess we need security as soon as possible to reduce access card security level as soon as possible. Again, I'm running out of steps though. Okay, we're gonna do this. Uh, 18 coins. There's a trunk. I know where the trunk is. The trunk is in the entrance hall. The 18 coins are spread across those other rooms. Okay. Ah, I didn't mean to exit. Let's do our key card system. All right. Set security level. We don't have a security card at the moment, so we're going to set it to low presently. We always, regardless of whether we have a key card or not, just change the offline mode to unlocked. Because if it, unlocked is just always better. Okay. Let's see. So if we get a utility closet, if we get a utility closet, we don't need a key card. We need a key card or a utility closet at this point in order to get past security doors. And then if I run into a bunch of security doors after I've got a key card or turn off powered utility closet, then I'll be like, I should have done the other choice at the lab experiment. But, too late to make those, too late to go back on that now, right? It's done. First of all, is there anything else in this room? I don't think so. Okay. Parlor turns away from the foundation. Laboratory turns into the foundation, but it costs 3 steps. Locksmith also would let me buy keys, but it would dead end me and cost 3 steps. But it does let me buy keys. Yes, I know I have a reroll die, but okay. I don't like that it dead ends me here, but I can go up here and I can lose steps backtracking through the gymnasium to get up to get. I'm gonna have to go to the entrance hall one way or the other, so I'm going to take the locksmith while it's available. I do not want keys to be my issue. We're going to take a lockpick kit for now. Because we'll get more keys places, right? So if we can use lockpick kits on some doors and then the keys that we just find on the doors that we can't pick, then I don't need to buy more regular keys. And do I want to buy a special key? We'll go ahead. What is today's special key? I already got the secret garden key, so it's not going to be the secret garden key. So is it going to be a silver key or a prism key? It's a silver key. Okay. Might be worth it. All right. I am running out of steps super quickly. So here's the deal. If I do secret passage, it will cost 3 steps and I can get up here. If I do one of these bedrooms, if I do one of the bedrooms, I'd do this one. This one's 15 steps. This is 5 steps, right? But the two, okay, it's 7. This is 7 steps, but this is 15. But the thing is either one of these will dead end me in this direction. And so then I would have to try to get from here to the foundation to go back this way, or come all the way back around to the observatory to go over here. Secret passage costs me 3 steps, but it gives me a doorway up the east side. But I'm running out of steps, so I need steps. So I'm tempted between the quest bedroom and the secret passage. The bedroom's out of the equation, but the quest bedroom or the secret passage, I do have one reroll die, but I'm not in a dire situation. Like I, because I have this doorway over here, I don't necessarily need the reroll right here. And we don't yet know if we can get from the entrance hall to the foundation to this doorway or not. There's a possibility we can. Do I need any particular color rooms? Well, I could do secret passage. I could choose brown. I could get like an east hallway, right? If I did green, it would have special flowers, which would give me gems. It'd have dig spots, but I don't have a shovel yet. But it might have doorways, or it might be a dead end. Green rooms can also, there's some dead end green rooms. I could choose purple, and it would be a bedroom, but it might be a dead end bedroom. It'd have to be a choice of bedrooms, though. In a choice of 3 bedrooms, one of them ought not be dead end. It shouldn't be all 3 dead end bedrooms if I choose purple. I wouldn't choose red because I'd probably just get furnace or something. Gymnasium and chapel are the least hurtful red rooms, and I've got both of those already, right? Archives is like hides my floor plans. Weight room takes away half my steps. So if I chose red, it would probably give me a choice between archives, ugh, weight room, ugh, and furnace, ugh, right? So I won't choose red. Green. If I was needing gems, I would just choose green because I got special flowers today, but I don't need gems. I've got lots of gems, but I don't need them because I'm not spending them. So I would probably do brown for hallway or purple for bedroom. Or I could do gold for shop. If I did gold for shop, I could potentially get a kitchen. I don't have a lot of coin right now, and I don't have the steps to go get the coin because the coins that exist are over here, and I don't have the steps to get over here and then get back to a kitchen. So a kitchen right now, a kitchen would be great later when I have more coins, but a kitchen right now doesn't actually help me because like I could maybe afford a banana or something. So I wouldn't do a gold, but I could do secret passages in purple is what I could do. Okay, I'm going to spend the 3 steps on secret passage. I'm going to choose purple. And I'm going to hope that one of my bedroom choices has a doorway. There's no trunk or dig spot here. Okay, just making sure. Okay, so this would cost 3 steps and it's all colors, blah, blah, blah. So I would get 5, it would cost me 3 steps and I'd get 5 steps, but that would be a net 2 steps. I need more than that. This dead ends me again. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do this just because it will give me a doorway over here plus give me some steps, right? I still need more steps to be clear, but this is always the issue I have whenever I choose hovel is like now I have to do step management. Okay, Spare bedroom is fine because I'm fine to like go over here because I want to connect to the foundation anyway. And between here and here, I will hopefully get a doorway going up, right? I have a reroll, I have a redraw. Walk-in closet, 4 items would be great, except that I don't want a dead end right now. Laboratory would let me go up. It would cost 3 steps that I don't want to spend. So I want to gain steps, and then I will just head up here. So yes, gave me steps. Oh, gem. It was like, is there anything in this room that I'm missing? Yes, I was missing a gem. Okay. So here's the thing. Passageway does everything I want. It costs 6 steps, but it does everything I want. So we're going to do, even though it costs 6 steps, we're going to do the passageway because it connects to the foundation. And then I can start going back down this way. It will also let me get over to this room without having to spend a key on this door. I mean, this door might be locked as well, but I won't have to like wind back through the house and spend a bunch of steps to come over here to this doorway to get to this room, right? Plus, it gives me a doorway up. So passageway does everything I want. It costs 6 steps, but it does everything I want. It just means I'm still needing, like, you know, fix my steps. Okay. So before I'm probably going to go down to the foundation, right? And like try to fill in these areas. But before I do that, while I am here, let us, and I've got 3 keys and 11 gems. Well, 11, the gem count doesn't matter. The step count does. Let me go ahead and pick this room. I will use the key. Oh, I should have used the silver key is what I should have done. Shit. Yeah, we're gonna use our redraw. I should have used the silver key right here. I should have used the silver key, and I forgot. I'm gonna redraw. These are all terrible options. Laboratory is the least worst, but it's still 3 steps. I'm gonna use my reroll. This will not connect back up to observatory. Shoot. Billiard room will let me. It doesn't cost me any steps. Will let me have a key and move on up. Right. Nurse's station. If I have less than 10 steps when entering this room, it will cost 3 steps. I will be at 10. I could do this, and that's 15 steps. See, this could be 25. I'll set my steps to 20, and then the sleeping mask will give me an additional 5 on top of that. But I have to spend 3, so it'd be 25 minus 3 is 22. Quest bedroom's 15. I'm going to do the nurse's station, but I'm not going to enter it yet. I have 10 steps. If I enter this, it says, if you have less than 10 when you enter this room, I don't know if that means before or after I spend a step entering the room, so I'm not going to chance it. So what I'm going to do is do some other stuff and then just make sure I can get back to here while I have less than 10. Because it doesn't matter how many steps less than 10, it will set my steps to 20. So what I really want to be is, I don't want to be at 9, I want to be at like 3 steps and enter this room and then be like, oh, look, I've got all my steps back, right? So that's the efficient way to use that room, is to use a bunch of other steps first. So with 10 steps, I'm going to try to do this area, maybe get into the entrance hall if I can for the trunk that's there. Maybe detour into the den, see if there's coins. No, because when the office spread coins, I didn't have the den yet, right? Yeah, I did not have. So the coins are all spread over here. The coins are all spread over here. But anyway, we're going to go. And I have a silver key, and I have to remember I have a silver key. When I go up here, the next time it has a locked door, instead of spending my lockpick or whatever, well, if it's an area open like this, I'm going to do my silver key and get a room with many doors. But anyway, right now, I don't have a shovel or anything. So all that matters here is, where does this doorway go? Tunnel is not bad. I don't have a reroll die, so we're going to do tunnel. Tunnel is not bad. Because with tunnel, okay, that's a dig spot. But I could go straight to the entrance hall because I have the option to just do another tunnel that will connect up to the entrance hall. We do like a boiler room, but we want a boiler room to power a pump room. Right now, the boiler room would not power. I don't think the entrance hall uses power, and the den doesn't really, right? I don't believe. So, that's a wasteful 3 steps and a wasteful spot to put a boiler room. So we're just going. It's a wasteful spot to put a boiler room is the issue. So we're just going to do a tunnel, and then now we can get straight back to the entrance hall. And what this does, other than the fact that I've got a trunk I can break open with a key and some coins. So I've got 6 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I basically don't want to go anywhere else. I just want to go straight back up to the nurse's station. Because I can't have 5 steps, because then the day would end as soon as I enter the nurse's station. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I don't have any steps to spare. So we're just going to go. But now what we have is we have a way to get from up here, not including the observatory, but up here. Wait, basically this doorway. We have a direct path between this doorway and the bottom of the house. So we don't, have to wind through the gymnasium or wind back through these rooms in a lot of steps. This is just a shorter path to get from the bottom to the top of the house, and that's not a bad thing. So let's go get our 25 steps. Am I pointing I have no extra steps, so I have to be pointing the correct direction. We're just going to go straight up. No fooling around. Okay. Come in here. Oh, it did the mask before it gave me the set at the 20. I thought it was going to set it at 20 and then give me the mask. So I thought it was going to be 25. 20 is better than nothing. And this is a white pawn room. Let me make sure I've got a gem. And we do have that entire book screenshot. But let's make sure the cupboards don't open. We're still looking for a couple of more safes. I'm doubtful there's a safe in the nursery. Why put a safe in the nursery? Right, but let me make sure that I've got this marked as a white pawn room in my notes. I did not, so let's mark it down. Nursery. So there's one more white pawn room that I need to identify, and then I have to identify one more white knight and the white queen, and then I'll have all the white pieces. I still need some black pieces. I still need more black pieces, but okay, we're going to use the silver key because I want a bunch of doorways. Cloister is 9 steps. It is a bunch of doorways. The mirror chamber is technically a bunch of doorways, but I can't walk through the mirror chamber, so that's not really what it is. It's like you walk in and it's one doorway from each side because you can't walk through it. So even though it is 9 steps, I don't have a reroll die. I don't have a choice. I have to do the cloister because otherwise I'm doing the weight room and I'm losing half my steps. And 9 is either 9 or 10 is half my steps. But and I will go ahead and open this up and collect those gems because why not? And if I get a shovel, there's dig spots, right? I'm glad I now know how to now know the secret to opening up the cloister. It was so annoying when I did not know. Okay, this is an access card door, so not an option at the moment. We're going to go over here. Drafting studio, permanently added floor plan, but it is 6 steps. I'm going to do the conference room because it's 2 doorways, doesn't cost me any steps. I need more steps before I start spending steps on special rooms. And I need more doorways before I start dead ending into things like the mail room. Whatever that package is, it's not likely to give me steps. We'll put it that way, right? It's not likely to be a piece of fruit is in the mail. All right, so we're gonna come over here. Not useful, not useful, not useful. I'm gonna do the parlor, which will have 2 gems. But what I don't want to do is I'm not going to step into it because I don't want to spend the steps. I need to get more steps. So there's a parlor. I'm going to peek through the doorway. I can't tell if it has extra item like magnifying glass or whatever there. Oh, I bought a magnifying glass. I don't need to pick up a magnifying glass. I can't tell, but it doesn't look like it has any fruit in there. right? I'm not seeing any fruit, so we won't step through there. What's this room do? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 7. So I can't use key 8. So I will attempt to pick it. I will use a key. Quest bedroom does dead end, but it gives me steps. And I have a doorway here and here. This one is an access card doorway. So this is the only available doorway. And I just have to hope that it goes somewhere because I need the steps. I need the steps. So we're going a dead end here. Because otherwise I do the dark room and then I'm just gambling because I won't be able to see what this room and this room are. Right? But I need the steps. Compass, north facing room is good. I need a dining room. I have not gotten the option of a dining room. I need a dining room. This was 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But if I get a dining room, then I need a dining room. It's obvious that I need a dining room. I mean, I'll take a kitchen at this point and spend what little coin I have on some steps, but I need a dining room. But that is not an available doorway. So this is my last available doorway. It is... Okay, the boudoir gives me steps. Pantry would give me coins in case I get a kitchen, but the boudoir gives me steps. So we're going to take the boudoir. Well, I'm at 20 steps. Because I did the quest bedroom, I'm at 20 steps. So I can do the pantry, get some coin, and hope for a kitchen. Well, 4 coin plus 9 coin is 13 coin, which is not enough to buy the big meal in the kitchen, right? Is it? No. Isn't the big meal in the kitchen like 15 coin or something? Or is it? Let me look at my notes. I wrote down what the prices were. Oh, club sandwich is 8 coin. So for 8 coin, which I have right now, I can buy 15 steps. Okay. But I'm going to take steps while I can get them. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the boudoir because ultimately what I want is more steps. More coin is useful for buying steps, but free steps is free steps. So I'm going to take free steps. All right, 24 steps. I'm not as desperate as I was a moment ago before I did the quest bedroom. And I have a doorway here that I can use. This one requires an access card, or that I do a utility closet or something. All right. Special key. Let me take a look. This would be 7, because this is 8. So key 8 will not work here. I could do Secret Garden key will not work here because Secret Garden has to be on the edge. So I'm going to have to do a regular key. I mean, I can try these keys and it'll just tell me that it won't work, right? See? So we're just going to use a regular key. Dining room. Dining room is awesome. I do want a boiler room. But this is a dining room at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gives me a doorway here and here. And then if I can go through this doorway, if this is not an access card doorway, then I will be able to eat. Will I get the choice of the boiler room again? If I do the boiler room, I could potentially, I don't have a pool. Until I see a pool, I need the boiler room to power the pump room, but I need a pool before I can even have the option of a pump room. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, well, here's the other consideration. Here's the other consideration though. Dining room gives me a doorway here and here. Boiler room will give me a doorway here and here. I'll do dining room. I've been bitching that I need a dining room. So what I can do, oh look, there's some coins, which we will just, if it will let me, I will just pick up those coins. Oh, this is the extra dish. We're going to say not yet. Definitely take the lunchbox, which we eat immediately. Oh, I have to choose it. If I would get 5 steps and 5 coins. I'd get an additional 5 coins if I have a morning room in my house. I don't have a morning room. I don't have the option of a morning room unless I buy something from the kitchen that gives me the option of the morning room. So I'm not likely to get a morning room. So we're just going to go ahead and take it. Boom. Nice. If I do more spreads, then there should be more dishes here that I could eat that might give me steps and coin. Okay, so I have 38 steps. What I don't have is an access card. But fortunately, neither of these doors require access cards, but I only have 1 key. And I don't have a shovel. I'm going to do the laboratory because I have 38 steps now and it gives me a doorway over here, whereas both of the others are dead ends. Yes, so now the main course is available in the dining room for even more steps. I might end up with, so now I will have plenty of steps and I'll run out of keys and doorways and stuff. You know, such is my life. I don't really have anything to do at the computer. I would not have drafted the laboratory if I had another option. I drafted it for the doorway. Okay. Here's the deal. I can use the secret garden key. I could also use the room 8 key. So I don't want to use my regular key. So let's take a look at the directory to see what doorways they have. Room 8 is an elbow. Okay, so you come in this way, you go out that way, right? So that would like point me down more than likely. I'd go in, I'd come in here, and then I could have a doorway down if I use the room 8 key. If I use the secret garden, it spreads fruit throughout the house, which will also give me another course at the dining room. So I'd have on top of the main course that's already there, so I'd get lots of feet. But it would give me potentially a doorway up and down. So I think we're going to do the secret garden key. I think we're going to do, yeah. Let's do the secret garden key. Wait, let me think about this. If I do the room 8 key and it goes down, I could do secret garden key here, presuming it's a locked door. Get here. But if I can only do the room 8 key on this level. I can't do it on this level or this level. I might not, so if I use the secret garden key, I might not use the room 8 key at all. But I think I'm still going to use the secret garden key because I think it's still more important to be able to get here and here. Secret garden lets me open the doorway on this side of the antechamber, which really probably won't matter at all today. I was double guessing myself. Okay. So yeah, I have a doorway up here and a doorway here. Still don't have a shovel. Special flowers, I'll collect those gems. Might as well look for fruit. I'm no longer hurting for steps. I was right on the edge of running out of steps. Now I'm like, we'll have plenty of steps and I'll run out of doorways. Okay. There's no fruit, no like key or anything. I don't have a metal detector, so it's not just dropping keys left and right. I will attempt to go down before I attempt to go up. Okay. I do like having a pool. Because I do want pump room. If I can get a boiler room here and a pump room here, that'd be great. So we're going to do pool. I'm no longer worried about my steps. Oh, and there's trunks in the and a key. Ooh, and swimming trunks. Well, okay, so swimming trunks. Oh, swimming trunks added to the pool puts trunks in the pool. And it says have keys, but I don't need keys if I have a sledgehammer to open the trunks with. Okay, cool. So there, when the pool is drained, that's normally just like 4 coins or 4 or 5 coins. But now that there's trunks, access card, perfect. We love to see it. We love to see it. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. So trunks was a good addition to the pool. Okay. So now here, given the amount of steps I have, I'm going to go back to the security office and increase the security because I have the access card or key card now. I will go back to the secure with my, and I have a bunch of steps. I'm going to go back to the security office. And I'm not going to do this doorway yet. No, I will, because it doesn't matter. This will be a dead end room regardless. I'll go ahead and do this doorway. But I have 2 keys, so I will spend a key here. Sure. But then once I do whatever this room is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back through the dining room, get a bunch of more steps from main course meal and extra, I think because I spread fruit. Fruit will give me steps, right? Plus the fact that the spread will add a extra dish to the dining room. So I should get a bunch more steps. Have plenty of steps. Wind my way back to the security office. Like this way. Go. Right? And then change it to increase the security level for more access card doors before I go through either of these 2 doors, so that these rooms will be more likely to use access card doors because I have a key card now. Be security doors using a key card, which I have now. And now I wish I had chosen the other lab experiment trigger, right? But regardless, because that way I won't have to find as many keys for like these to fill out these rooms. And before I go up here, same theory. So before I go through this doorway, or this doorway, I want to change, to high security level. But right now I will go ahead and use, I'm going to try key 8. It will not work. See. So now I will use regular key, which will work. Library doesn't do anything for me. Lavatory doesn't do anything, I don't believe. Aquarium is every color room. So I would get a couple extra steps because it cost me 3 steps, but then I'd get 5 steps for the sleeping mask, right? But then it will have a dig spot, it will have a gem flower. I have lots of gems. If I get laundromat today, I could, well, I get a freezer. If I could get a freezer today and freeze my gems and my coins, that'd be cool. I guess the aquarium overall does more for me than the library or the lavatory. The library, the manual, the book I requested was like the pump manual, which might have some clue about the whole boiler pump situation. But honestly, I read through that book and took notes the first time, so it's probably not going to tell me something I don't know. I will do the aquarium. Get this gem. Lots of dig spots today, no shovel. which I'm fine with at the moment. Today I'm fine not having the shovel, I guess. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to be backtracking. Make sure I don't miss any items that just laying around in the laboratory. I sometimes do. Oh, there's a trunk I was completely missing. Oh, reroll die. Coins, and we love the reroll die. Yeah, I was like, walked right by that trunk like 2 times before seeing it. All right, let's see. Now we go to the dining room, and we're gonna eat all of this stuff. Look at all this good stuff. Adds an additional 10 step if I have a boiler room. So I'm gonna say not yet on this. Basically, because I might end up with a boiler room, and I can just, I'll be coming back this way anyway. You know, after I do the security office, I'm going to be coming back this way anyway. And I can, like, you know, duck back into the dining room when I need to eat. But I'm going to go ahead and eat this fruit cocktail. An additional 2 fruit if I have a wine cellar. I'm not going to be putting a wine cellar, so we're going to go ahead and have course. Alrighty. So yeah, I mean, 36 steps is plenty at the moment. Because we're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have money, we could buy some, well, I'll go ahead and buy some more keys while I'm here. Right, might as well. If I really end up desperate for money, and it can get a bunch of steps, then I can go back and get money from this side of the house where the money was spread. Yeah, okay. So I'm headed to the boudoir. Then to the cloister. I'll be heading to the passageway. I don't want to open that door yet. I don't want to go to the conference room. We want to come over here. Oh, when this spread fruit throughout the house, the fruit's not throughout the house, it's right in the conference room. So before I leave the cloister, I'm going to duck into the conference room and just get all of that fruit. Because that's the deal with the conference room, is anything that's spread just gets sent to the conference room instead, right? So yeah, we'll just eat all of this fruit. So I don't have to detour again to do it. Yeah, there's not like fruit along my path because it all just accumulated there in the conference room. While I'm here, I'll go ahead and pick up those gems from the parlor. I've got the steps to spare, and I haven't picked up those gems yet. And the parlor might have some, not the quest bedroom. The parlor might have some extra item. Plus, we want to we enjoy doing the puzzle in the parlor. It does not have any extra item today. It doesn't look like. Nope, that's fine. But we'll just get these gems. The box with a false statement contains the gems. So that's either true or false. The statement on the black box is true. That's either true or false. The black box is not empty. That is either true or false. Okay. If the black box is not empty, So if the gems are here, then then a box with a false statement contains the gems. So because this would contain the gems, this would have to be a false statement. But if this is a false statement, then it would be a box with a true statement contains the gems. Right? So if the gems are here, then that statement would have to be a box with a false statement. Wait a minute. Then it can't be that okay. If the gems are in that box, then the statement, a box with a false statement contains the gems. That would become contradictory. Because if in the world in which a box with a false statement contains the gems, if that is a true statement and the black box contains the gems, then that makes that true statement false, which makes it a contradictory. If it is a false statement, a box with a false statement contains the gems, and that box contains the gems, then that would be a true statement. Yeah, so the gems cannot be here. The black box is not empty. Black box is empty, so this is false. The statement on the black box is true, is either true or false. The box, so if this has to be false because the black box is empty. So this has to be false. So then one of these two would have to be true. Well, if this one is true, then this is true. And if this is true, then this is true. So these are both true. Because one of them has to be true, they both have to be true. And this says a box with a false statement contains the gems, so therefore the blue box contains the gems. Boom, boom. Alrighty, so that was just some detouring. We've got 69 steps. We're fine on steps now. So now we're going to execute our plan of going and changing access card levels and stuff. Oh, did I miss that gem first time I walked through the room? Probably, because yeah, probably. I don't think there was anything that spread gems. So, so I think I just missed it. Alrighty, so we're going to view our state inventory. There's a key and 18 coins, so there's a key somewhere that I have missed. And I know the 18 coins are on that other side, so I need to look for the key. I need to keep my eyes peeled for a key. But at any rate, key card system. We have an access card now, so we're going to change this to high. Confirm the setting. Okay, and then we want to go here, or go here. And I'm going to buy a set of 3 keys. And I'm not going to buy more than that, because between access cards and lockpick, and there being some key somewhere that I can potentially go find, and having plenty of steps to go root around, right? The question is, do I use steps to go get money? I don't necessarily need money, but if I end up with like the showroom, then I might do that, right? But what I could do is I could lose some steps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just come right back up here. Versus, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, we're just going to we're leaving a lot of money over here that we're not picking up, and that's only going to matter if I end up with like a showroom or something. But I should have enough steps to go collect that money if necessary at that time. I'm not going to spend the steps right now. Yeah, I'm just like, do I need that 5th key? I probably don't. 4 keys is probably sufficient. There's not that many rooms left, right? And we've set our security level to high. All right. All right, we're going to go use the access card because, you know, that doesn't use a key, right? I have reroll die. I want a boiler and a pump room is what I want. Drawing room, I may draw new floor plans while I'm there. It's not bad. Yeah, we'll do the drawing room. Go ahead and get the gem from the safe. One of these days, it will either let me have a furnace and a freezer. Ha ha ha. Oh, never let me have that. Or it will let me have a boiler connected power-wise to a pump room. Ha ha ha. They'll never let me have that. Those being the things that I want, those are the things that it will not let me have. Guarantee. Right? I'm not missing any keys or other things in here. Nope. Okay. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could use the room 8 key, but it might bend this way, which would not be helpful. I need the option to go this way. Let me look at the thing. Yeah, because if it comes out this way, like right side up, then it would bend the wrong way. If it would rotate one around, that would be fine. But I also just really want a boiler room. If I use the room 8 key, then I don't really get a redraw option. So I'm just going to use a regular key. I'm going to use my free redraw again because I want a boiler room. Showroom. I could get some coins. I could buy some things, but I wouldn't have like 100+ coins. So Moon Pendant might be the most useful thing I could buy, but this is I've only got 2 reroll die, and I was hoping to use both of them on the pump room. I was hoping to get the boiler room, and then just have 2 reroll die to try to get the pump room. If I do not redraw here, then what I'm going to, this is not a doorway that can be opened, right? So if I do, this would be a dead end. These are effectively all 3 dead ends because they either, utility closet's a dead end here, locker room just dead ends here, showroom just dead ends here. So these are all 3 dead ends. They don't get me over to this side of the house. So basically I have to redraw if I want to get over to this side of the house. Again, 3 dead end rooms. Shit. It's gonna make me waste both my redraws, and I still probably won't. You still probably won't let me get over here. Shit. 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 Boiler room and pump room. Fuck. In the same draw. So I have to do the boiler room. Or I have to do the pump room. No, the pump room would go this way. So I have to do the boiler room. I have to. But then my problem is going to be, it gave me the boiler room and the pump room in the same draw. So what are the chances that it's going to turn? Okay, so this would be straight, this would be left, this would be right. So I need to send power to the right. Well, I'm going to send it straight first. I'm just going to make sure that there's no effect on the drawing room. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Yeah, there's nothing going on in the drawing room. right? Yep, nope, okay. Just wasting steps. So I have to send it to the right so that it will go to that door there. And I have no reroll die left. Shit. I don't have a way of getting reroll die. I'm gonna have this. It's gonna do it to me again. It's gonna let me have the boiler room, but not let me have the pump room, because it gave me the boiler room and the pump room in the same draw, so I could get both. I could have one or the other. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Excuse my language. I apologize. Archives will give me... will transmit power, and that gives me 2 doorways to put a pump room on. It's my only hope. But for the rest of the game, I won't be able to see all 3 floor plans. But it's literally my only hope for getting the pump room. Okay. None of these are rooms that use power, because it's not showing the like power thing. So I will do the one that costs extra steps in case it's extra useful. Library will not transmit power, but mailroom will not transmit power. Right? I'm pretty sure mailroom does not transmit power. It's a clock tower with power. You got a mechanism, a big mechanism up there, but I'll go up. I don't think this is going to reveal a sanctum key or anything. I don't think clock tower actually uses power. I mean, I think it's clockwork, not. Although I don't recall seeing this mechanism. Maybe I did. Maybe I just was oblivious to it. I may have just been oblivious to this previously. Okay, so we get a metal detector kind of late in the day. But even if there's a sanctum key up here, it doesn't seem to be revealed. But I might start the next day with more keys. That's fine. It was better than the other options. I mean, it turned out to be better than the other options, but still. Not the pump room. Dark room. Okay. Uses power, dead ends. Uses power, transmits it to this room. Does not use power. I won't be able to see what this room is. Laundry room, what the laundry room would let me do. I don't need the laundry room to be powered. But if I had the laundry room, well, it would let me, I don't need the laundry room because it would let me exchange gems for keys. I don't need 23 keys or exchange for coins. I don't need the laundry room. A freezer would be fine, but I don't need the laundry room. Okay, so we'll do the dark room because it transmits power. So power from here to here to here to this corner here. And basically treating it, but it's blind. I won't know what I'm. Okay. Requires steps. The pump room does not require gem, does not require steps. This is a room that takes power and doesn't require steps. What is it? Is it the furnace? Watch it be the furnace. The pump room, right? I'm right about that. It did. The pump room did not require steps. Shoot. Does the pump room require steps? I did cheat just because my memory is bad and I can't get out of this screen to go look at my room directory. So I did go to the other monitor and Googled. All I Googled was blueprints, does pump room require a gem? And it said no. So therefore this is not the pump room because this 3 steps is in place of a gem. So if this might be the pump room or it's something like the furnace or something else, but we're going to choose this one. Shit! Guys! Holy fuck. It's the pump room. Oh, yes. Guys. It's the pump room. And we've got 40 steps. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, this is tank 1, tank 2. So what I need to do is this, the way this works apparently is I can drain tank 1 into the reserve tank. Shit. I should be able to do the reservoir today. Oh, guys, this is huge. This is huge. Okay. So what I need to do is empty the reservoir into tank 1. Reservoir is 1. Yeah, okay. Okay, so tank 1 is selected. So we can go here. No, I'm sorry. Reservoir is 2. Reservoir is 2, not 1. 2. 2, yeah, okay, but same difference. Okay, it's still pump 2. Okay. Fine. I mean, we're going to have to fill the pool, and that is fine. But first, we're going to fill the reserve tank. Okay. Oh, wrong pump. Go over here. Go over here. And there's trunks at the bottom of the reserve, and I have a sledgehammer. I don't have a shovel, but I have a sledgehammer. But once I empty the reservoir, it should remain emptied. Okay. So, this is as full as it gets, right? I believe. Reserve tank. Yeah, it's as full as it gets. Okay, that's fine. So then, yeah, okay. So now, oh, we're going to have to fill the pool to make enough space. And the pool is 6, and the pool can be filled from tank 1. So I can do all of this with tank 1. I don't have to mess with tank 2 at all. Okay. So then what I do is I go over here, change this to the pool. This is exciting. This is exciting, guys. I don't know if you can tell that I'm excited. Wrong direction. Oh, wait a minute. It's the wrong pump. It's 6 is right. Okay. It's that pump. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong. Just a second. Oh, because I don't want to fill the tank. I want to empty the tank into the pool. My bad. Come in here. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. This is exciting. Exciting times. Exciting times. Okay. And then we are going to do that. Yeah, tank 2 is full, so that's fine. And oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. So the reservoir is emptied. I don't need to put the water into the pool. The reservoir is emptied. Sweet. 40 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I could come over here. I could see what this doorway is. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend those steps. I want to spend my steps right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's do it. If I need to come back up and buy keys, I can come back up, spin around like this way to go get more keys if I need them. But if it's just trunks down there, I have sledgehammer, so I won't need the keys. Okay, so dark room, archives, boiler room, drawing room. And then, yeah, okay. Once I get the boiler room, it's just straight on down. This is super exciting. Oh, I'm glad I gambled. I mean, I've gambled previous days and it has not worked out. Today we did it. We did it, guys. I've been spending so many days. I've spent so many days. I've spent at least 10 days. I've spent at least a quarter of my total days in this game just trying to get the pump room, drain the reservoir. It took me a while to realize that I needed to connect the boiler room to the pump room. But even after I realized that, it took me so many days to just make the combination happen. Because it's pull to get the pump room, it's boiler room, and then its boiler room has to transmit power to the pump room, so the boiler room can't be in one place of the house and the pump room in some other place of the house with power transmitting rooms in between. I have to make a connection, a string, and I did. I spent both my reroll die and got the boiler room. Had no reroll die left. Gambled on the archives. Then it was clock tower. And then I was like, ugh. And then I gambled on the dark room versus I could have taken a showroom and said, oh, I'll just buy stuff, right? But I gambled on the dark room. And then I gambled on the choice here. I did Google that, okay, the pump room doesn't require a gem. So between the two choices that took power, I chose the one that didn't require extra steps. And it could have been the furnace, it could have been something else, but it was the pump room this time. Oh my word, so exciting, so exciting. Okay. Effing finally, excuse my language, but effing finally, jeez. Do not tell me that I need a shovel. It's the one thing I don't have, is I don't have a shovel. Do not tell me I need a shovel. Also, the other potential is I could have had gotten the boiler room and the pump room together, but not had enough steps left to, do anything with it. But I've got a decent amount of steps. I don't have an infinite amount of steps. I have a decent amount of steps. So that's not the issue. Today's productive. Today is productive. Okay, wait, I go here. Here's where I go. Today is productive. And the minecart's not in the way and stuffs. Oh my word, look at all this. Is it not going to let me use... It's not going to let me use sledgehammer? Okay. It's not letting me use sledgehammer. So many trunks. Is it a specific trunk I need to open? So many trunks. It's not going to let me use sledgehammer on these trunks. Okay. I have steps. I can come back up. What's the quickest path to buy keys? Because I do have a locksmith today, fortunately. So this is So it'd be going this way. Where do I even begin? So there's colors and symbols. There's colors and symbols. So there's 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3 unique symbols, right? Sun, moon, and wave, or squiggly, right? Like air or whatever that wave is. And then it is, and then color-wise, got black, pink, blue, white. Black, pink, blue, white. I think those are my 4 colors. So I've got 3 symbols and 4 colors. Are there more than 3 symbols? Because I see more than 4 white chests, so they're doubling up. So that's white wave, white sun, there is doubling up. White wave, white wave, I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm down here. This is awesome. I don't know what to open. Are some of these bad, right? That's the question. So I've got wave, sun, moon in 3 different colors. So let's start there with the 3 different symbols. Green memos are lies. Okay. The green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. The green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. Okay, so this is going to be a puzzle. The sanctum key is not in a box. It is buried. Okay. So there's a sanctum key down here, and it says it's buried, not in a box. But this says, this is a blue memo. Blue memos are true. I've got that note. Blue memos are true. The green memos in both boxes near this box are both lies. So that means that green memos are lies. This is a lie. So not all green memos are lies. But this is a green memo near this box, and this one is a lie because the blue memo says it is. So the sanctum key is not in a box, it is buried. So the sanctum key is in a box. Okay, so let's go get more keys. I have a locksmith today. Let's get as many keys as we can because the sledgehammer apparently doesn't work. We apparently have to have specifically keys. Lockpick doesn't work and sledgehammer doesn't work. You must have keys. All right, fine. I've got a locksmith. We're going to go get keys. It'll be probably a finite number of keys that I can get today, so I can probably only try a certain number of boxes today, but it's a puzzle we can work on because that will remain drained. So we are going to... We're going back upstairs to get more keys. That's what we're doing. This is still super exciting, guys. I finally drained the reservoir. Finally. Oh my word. Finally. We are going to the passageway, not the tunnel. We don't want to go to tunnel. We want to go to the passageway. And then from the passageway, we want to go to the spare bedroom. Straight on through to the bedroom. Yeah, okay. And there's another key somewhere in this house that I should be on the lookout for. I just don't know where. It might be in the aquarium sitting on the barrel. I might have missed it. Who knows? But let's see how many keys we can get from the... First of all, it might be just... Well, it doesn't... The security office doesn't really generally tell us about buried stuff. So... It's probably not like a buried key. It's probably just in a room and I didn't see it and I didn't pick it up. Okay. Yeah, 1 key, 18 coins. We're going to go here and we're going to buy as many keys as we can. Now, I can go get more money. How am I doing stepwise? So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then I would not have enough steps. But I haven't eaten the dining room meal yet, right? I haven't. So I can get more steps. So first we're going to go to the courtyard because whatever we're doing, we're going to the courtyard first. Okay. So let's map this out. I can get more steps from the dining room. And dining room will lead me back here. The money, however, is going to be on this side of the house. So with 23 steps, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it costs me less steps to go this way to get to the entrance hall. But let's map this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. No, I have to be able to get back to the dining room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can go 8 away from the entrance hall once I get to the entrance hall. So if it takes 3, 4, 5, 6 to get to the entrance hall, and I need another 8 to get to the dining room, make it 9. So let's say 6 plus 9. Oh, that's 6 plus 9 is 15. And it doesn't matter if I get more money unless I go back to the locksmith. Now I'm running out of steps again. Running out of steps. Okay. Dining room is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Call it 9. And this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 15. 23 minus 15 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, but this would take a coin. So basically I can come over here and see what coins I can pick up from here, which probably isn't going to be a whole lot. But I can at least try. I don't, as long as I'm careful, it shouldn't hurt me to try. As long as I'm careful with my steps. All right. So even though it costs me extra steps to go through the gymnasium, that is still less. This is 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. There's no coins or key here. Okay. Because there's also a key just somewhere that I missed. So I'm looking around for that extra key as well. Okay. Oh, I have the metal detector now. Oh, coins. Nice. No key. There's no key. Okay, nothing extra here. Nothing extra here. Nothing extra here. And I have 15 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So I can go a little further. The chapel will take a coin, and I'm not necessarily going to get more coins on the other side. Okay, I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Call it 11, because I always have to have an extra step or the day will end. So if I go into here, it will cost me 2 coins because I have to, like, a coin to come in, a coin to come back through. And there's not necessarily going to be more coins on the other side, so I'm not going to risk it. Okay, so there was not coins or key to be found. Okay. It was probably a wasted detour other than the coins I got out of the office. So then we want to go we want to go get these steps is what we want to do. Because there's a meal. I did not eat the dinner. I specifically didn't eat the dinner. I recall not eating the dinner. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All right, I'm going to stop here. No, because it costs me steps. So I'm not going to stop here. I'm going and go down because that would cost me steps. I'm going to I swear I didn't eat dinner yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yep, I did not eat dinner yet. I remembered correctly. Okay. So now I will have dinner, and I get an additional 10 steps because I have the boiler room. That's why I didn't eat dinner, because I was like, I want the boiler room. So now I get 30 steps. All right, so now with 34 steps, I will go back here. Well, I could buy one more key. With 6 coins, I could buy one more key. But with 34 steps, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So I could get through all of here, collect money, buy keys, but I wouldn't then be able to get back to the foundation. So we're going to just go buy the one more key we can, because we can buy one more key, so we might as well. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. And then do what we can with 7 keys. Don't know what else to do. And there's a key hidden somewhere in the house that I don't know where. Cloister. Basically, I burned a lot of steps looking for extra keys and not finding them. This is what that amounted to. I'm stepping in here because we got the metal detector, and that sometimes adds stuff to existing rooms. It did not this time. Okay. I don't think there's a key in the nurse's station. But I'll check it. Metal detector is not going off, so yeah, there's no key in here. Okay. Yeah, I'm burning steps, I realize. I need to stop doing that. All right. One more key, please. I need more keys. There's so many chests down there. All right. From here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we've got to go back this way. Back down here. This is still super exciting. I probably won't find the sanctum key today. Now, in the tomb, like there was a hand pointing right down at like a certain. It was probably pointing right at the trunk that I need to open, but let me see if I took a. I'm sure I took a screenshot. Let me see if I can find that screenshot. But it was hard to interpret where exactly it was pointing to in the underground. I mean, I know that it was, but where exactly? Bottom of the reservoir, not underground. I mean, bottom of the reservoir. I swear I took that screenshot when I first encountered the tomb. Problem is I have so many screenshots and they're not really organized. They're just all in one big tab together. So finding a particular screenshot can be a needle in the haystack. All right, I'm not finding it at the moment. I won't hold you guys up on that search. Okay. I can't believe we finally drained the reservoir. Oh, man. Okay. So I can open this one. But let's see. There was a blue note in a blue trunk. There was a green note in a white trunk, and there was a green note in a black trunk. So red trunks might just be red notes, which we know are false. So let's see if I can do some blue trunks if they're all blue notes. No, it's a red note. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by, well, that's false. And that was a moon, and this was a sun, and this is a wave, and this is a wave. So wave and wave had green, sun had blue. Maybe moon is red. So should I do another sun? Let's do this was a black wave and it had a green note. Let's do and this was a white. Pretty sure this was a white wave. Yes. White wave and had a green note. So let's do a white sun, see what it has. A blue note. Okay, cool. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Well, that's false. Shit. Well, that's a contradiction. We were told that blue memos are true. Only one blue memo box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Shit. Only one blue... No, it's not blue memo, it's blue box. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Okay, so this is true. Because this is a blue memo, this is true. So only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. So all the rest of the blue boxes are going to be false. So I don't need to open the blue boxes. I don't need to in the water. So that was false. So that's blue. This is blue. Okay. So there's only 3 boxes. So this one is likely to be true. Because it's sun and this is green. Green memos and blue boxes are true. Okay, so that's potentially true. This might be a false statement. That's moon. That's moon. And this is wave. What do I want to do? I want to open another sun, right? Here's a red sun. The sanctum key is not in a box in the water, so that is a true statement. So the sanctum key is not in a box in the water. Got it. So it's in one of these boxes or one of the boxes over on that side. Okay. So that is black, or that's a black moon. This is a red moon. Do I have a sun over here? Yes, I have some suns. So I have a red sun, and a red sun. Okay. Green memos in white boxes are lies. Okay. All boxes marked by sun contain memos that are true. Well, I figured that out, so that is true. So I could open this box and have a true statement, but it won't have the sanctum key. I could open this and it would have a true statement, but it won't have the sanctum key. Okay, so this is the one true statement of the blue boxes in the water. So this is false, so I don't have to open this because it's false, whatever it is. It says green memo boxes in blue boxes are true, but we know this one has to be false, so it won't be a green memo because this one said, this one said the sanctuary. No, there was one that said only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. So this is false, which also means this won't be a green memo. I have one key left. Do I want a true statement? The other option is I have steps. I could come back upstairs and use my last key on this doorway here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back upstairs and I'm going to go for this doorway here because I don't know what benefits these rooms could give, but let's find out. But I'm not likely to solve the reservoir puzzle today, but I made a good start. So I can come back on future days with keys and work on it. But if I use that last key, it's probably not going to, I'm not likely to magically open up the one box containing the sanctum key. Instead, I'll just get another note that, true or false, true if I pick a sun box, right? But I won't necessarily solve anything down there today with the one key that I have. But if I go back up here and I use the key on these rooms, I don't know what these rooms could give me, even maybe more keys. Not likely, but it can happen, right? Like if it has a trunk and I have sledgehammer and I can open the trunk and the trunk's got 3 keys, trunks have had 3 keys in the past, right? So I'm going to come back up here and use my steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm going to use my steps to get over here and see what that room is like, see what those benefits are. Okay, but I made a good start on this puzzle today. This was good progress. Good progress for today. And was there no other... There's no like tunnels, right? I'm not missing like any opened tunnel doorway thingies. There's a mark here, but I'm not sure what that is a mark about. It's almost like from the axe blade, from the scythe, from the, but so that would say, the sanctum key is in this box, but I doubt the sanctum key is in that box. I mean, I doubt it's as easy as that, right? I am not seeing any other like unexplored doorways. The sanctum key might be in this box right here, but I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to find out today. I'm not going to find out right now. Or it could be in this box or this box because they're by this stone, which might be, so it might be this box, or that white box over there. So I've got 3 boxes the sanctum key could be in. Because when I'm in the tomb and the scythe comes down, I think it might be pointing at this stone here, so it might be pointing at the box next to this little stone there. Might be the case. So I'm going to check those out. In the future. We'll check that out on a future day. Right now, we're going to go back upstairs with our remaining key. Alrighty. Good day. It was a good day. Turned out to be a good day. We don't want to do the tunnel. We want to do the... We want to go secret passage to the drawing room. First, let's make sure there's not a key just on the railing somewhere. Well, our metal detector would have told us, so there's not. I keep forgetting we have a metal detector at the moment, so we can stop guessing whether there's a key in a room. It will tell us. Oh, I didn't want to go to the boiler room. I wanted to go to the drawing room, then to the dining room. Shit. Wasting steps. I'm wasting steps. Sorry. Wasting steps. For some reason, I'm thinking boiler room connected there. It doesn't. Ah, wasting steps. I want to go to the pool because I've fully vetted that the laboratory doesn't have a key or anything. So we want to go back to the pool. Oh, I can't go to the pool from here. I have to go to the laboratory. Duh. I can only get to the pool from the secret garden. Okay, so we're going to the laboratory. And my metal detector will confirm that there was nothing in here for us. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Secret garden. Does not work, but I saved my, well, let's take a look. I will try to use key 8, and it doesn't fit because it's rank 9, not 8. We knew that, we figured that'd be the case. So I saved the one key that I kind of figured I would need. So I don't want to do the mailroom. The reason why I don't want to do the mailroom is because, well, I could do the mailroom and it might be keys. It might be keys. But even if it's keys, I don't have enough steps to get back down there and use more keys today. Right? Because I'm at 7 steps. So even if this is the mailroom, and I go 1 and it gives me keys, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get back down to use those keys. So, pantry is a better option. I could afford to buy another key. I just don't have the steps for it. But this room could give me a bunch more steps again, right? It's locked. I don't have any more keys. My lockpick and my special key didn't work. So we are done. That's that. I've got 9 steps. So from here, 1, 2, 3. There's nothing left for me to get in the aquarium, I don't believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could get back to the foundation, but I don't have any keys. I have 23 gems that are going to go wasted, right? Would love to have been able to do a freezer. Like if I'd been given the option of a freezer right here, that would have been great. Freeze those gems. 23 gems. A bunch of items. I don't have a moon pendant, so I won't be able to keep any of those items. I can't draft any more room. There's a key somewhere in the house, but I don't know where, and I don't have enough steps to go get it and then come back and use it. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go to the pool and the aquarium just to see if that's where the key is. I won't be able to use it, but I'm just like super curious. Where is this key that I missed, right? There's a key somewhere that I missed. Where is it? I don't believe it's here. Well, my metal detector would tell me, and my metal detector is not going off. Right, okay. The pool is full of water. I have swim trunks, so if I drain the pool, I can, on future days, I could go, well, even, I can't go down there, even with swim trunks, I can't get down there if there's water in the pool. But what I can do is, if what they pump, well, I don't want to, basically, I'm not going to want to drain the pool if it means filling the reservoir, right? Once I solve the reservoir puzzle, then I can drain the pool again. But let's go to the aquarium. Was there... Oh, metal detector. Is this where the missing key is? It is, right on the barrel. I even guessed maybe there was a key on the barrel because sometimes it's hard to see the key on the barrel. So that's a key. I don't have enough steps to use it. Oh, but I can come back up here and do this doorway. That's what I'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And let's hope for a freezer. Excuse me. I burped. Hope for a freezer. Give me a freezer. Freeze my gems. I don't want the battery pack today because I don't have a workshop. This gives me more steps. This gives me... Oh, I can't because I only have 3 steps. This would give me more steps. Not more keys, but more steps. Don't know what use it is, but I'm not going to do this because I want to save the battery pack for a day in which I can use it. And I can't afford this one. So we're going to do this one. And come in. Oh, bananas. And if it has a key, I will definitely take the key, but I don't, my metal detector didn't go off, so I'm guessing no key, no coins. I have enough coins to buy a key. I do, and I have 18 steps. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13 by a key. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Not enough to use key. So with my 18 steps, well, I have to go to the pantry, secret garden regardless. And then I have to go to the laboratory regardless. So we're just going to do the steps we have to take. So there's nothing here to be found, is what we're saying. Okay. And then no reason to go back to the pool, which only leads to the aquarium, because we got everything we need from there. So we're going to the laboratory regardless. There was nothing more to pick up here, right? No extra fruit. I didn't look super hard for fruit one time before because I had plenty of steps at the time. But now I will make sure no fruit, no fruit, no fruit, no fruit. Because if I had enough fruit, I could buy one more key and then try one more chest down in the reservoir. But nope, no more fruit. Okay. So then we go to the laboratory to the dining room. Okay. Laboratory, there's no fruit, no nothing. Dining room, okay. Might as well go to the do I go to the boudoir or go to the drawing room? I feel like I've been through here with the metal detector and there wasn't anything. So I'll go to the boudoir this time. I'll go this way this time. Metal detector is not going off. No coins, no key, no fruit. Okay. Cloister. All right, so from here, I have 12 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or I just go back down to the foundation. Oh, bedroom gives me 2 feet, so it doesn't cost me. So it actually, let's calculate this again. 1, 2, 3, but then it gives me 2. So 1, 2, 3. I'd be down to 9, but it gives me 2. So then I'd be at 11. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, but then it gives me 2. So then at 5. So then maybe I can. Okay. We're going to attempt to get one more key because the bedroom is going to give us 2 steps in each direction. So there's an outside chance. I haven't fully mapped it, but it's something to do, right? So given that it's something to do, we will try. We must try all the things. squeeze every potentiality out of the day. So, yep. So there we go. It gave us. By giving us 2 steps, it takes a step in and a step out. So basically, it's like just pass through the room for free is what it's basically doing. It's like this room was connected to this room. Because if you had 3 steps and this was not a bedroom, you would go 1, 2, and have 1 step remaining. With the bedroom giving you 2, it's 1, 2, but it gave you 2. So yeah, it's going to buy a key. Check our estate inventory, and it's going to tell us about a bunch of coins that I don't know where they are. Yeah, 14 coins somewhere, right? And then back to Courtyard. I'm going. So we will not have enough steps to get down to the reservoir because once we go down, it still will cost us steps to walk around down there. But we'll get close, right? We had to try. It will end our day down here. We didn't have like the what's that? The planetarium wants you to end the day in the planetarium. We don't have that room, so it didn't matter. Notice that we were 1 room shy from being able to get that trophy. We were 1 room shy from being able to get the trophy for completing the whole house. So close. But unfortunately, didn't have a doorway, didn't give us the option of a doorway, so we were not able to do this. But we were close. I want it noted that we were close. In other words, I want it noted that I failed. With our 1 remaining step, we will end the day as we walk down here. We will go, hi. And I get to the steps and it ends our day. That's fine. That was a good day, though. Thank you for being with me for day 43. It was a good day. I need to update my notes to say we drained the reservoir. Yay. Okay, Mount Holly Garden Hotel, 4 green rooms, 9 bedrooms. Total rooms 44. I should not have done the hovel. Given how many gems we ended up with, I should not have done the hovel. And then we would have had the extra steps needed to do stuff. But anyway, total rooms 44, rank reached 9, steps taken 189, items found 10. So yeah, I probably won't be doing the hovel much anymore in the future, because particularly if the observatory is going to give us that Florealis, pretty often. You know, because we're above 20, so if it's going to give us Florealis plus other things, then we can get gems from green rooms, and then, you know, we don't need the hovel. Because ending the day with 23 unspent gems is again wasteful. But we accomplished a lot today. What we accomplished was, the big thing we accomplished was draining that reservoir and getting a start on the puzzle boxes down there. And we know that those boxes need keys, that a sledgehammer won't do it. We need keys for those boxes. They're not trunks, they're boxes. So they can't be broken open with a sledgehammer because they're so strong. Those boxes are so strong they can only be opened with keys, not with sledgehammers. It is what it is. We know what we need to do now. Get a bunch of keys, go to the foundation, open those boxes. All right, have a good one.